worth $1 can find a card that's lost in a deck, especially if we don't have you pick it first. Makes it really easy for us. But it takes a special magician to find more than one. And there's a few of you here tonight, so each of you deserves your own card, right?
Absolutely.
So we're going to spend a little bit of time, bear with me, as we get each of you your own card. And I want you to...
Wait a minute, I can't make that kind of commitment. I don't know if I can show up to the Magic Castle.
Ready for that?
You first. I want you to go ahead and just select a card. Just go ahead and reach in and pick a card. Just pick any card you want. All right. And sir, can you go ahead and reach in and pick a card? Just pick any card. All right. And we're going to go ahead and go with you, ma'am, right there. And we're going to make it a little bit different over here. I'm going to go ahead and riffle through the deck. This is called riffling. When I stop, I will stop wherever you tell me to. When I stop, that's going to be your card, all right? You tell me where to stop. Right there. All right, that's going to be your card. Go ahead and take that card. All right. And right over there in the back. All right. I want you to go ahead and just reach in and pick a card. This one? All right.
If I hold it?
Go ahead and hold on to it.
She wants one.
I know. I want two. You want two. You're a little bit greedy. All right.
Double or nothing, right?
That's it.
Oh, I like her.
All right.
I was just gonna.
You know what? We'll do it just for you.
Just for me?
Just for you.
All right.
All right. You tell me where to stop.
Stop.
Right there. All right. Right there. There's two cards. Right on the top. Go ahead and pick those cards. All right. Now I'm going to offer you a little bit of a trade for your card. What I have right here is the Crystal Ball of Riverside. I know it doesn't look much like a ball to you, but we're here in Riverside. Things are a little bit different. We don't have quite the money they have out in LA, so we deal with crystal balls that are not quite to specifications. So I'd like to trade this crystal ball for your card, if I may. Can I take your card back? Yes. Go ahead and place it anywhere in the deck. And your job is very simple. I want you to focus on your card and focus on the crystal ball of Riverside. All right, go ahead and take that back. We'll get back to you in just a minute. No matter what happens, I want you to focus on your card. Now, I want you to go ahead and just put those two cards anywhere you want, somewhere in the deck. You have two cards there. Anywhere you want. Doesn't matter. You can mess with it. In fact, we're going to prove it's fair. I'm going to give it a nice shuffle. All right.
Am I supposed to remember what cards they were?
You are supposed to remember. You did. You show them around. You've had enough to drink. I don't know if you'll remember. You need a little more drink so that you can remember. Can I get anybody a glass while we continue to deal with cards here? That's the most important thing. Let's sell as much of Kevin's wine as we can. Now, I have to tell you, I was a little nice with the women, but I don't trust men so much. I've had a few times where I find your card and you sit there and say, that's not really my card. So I want to make sure that we don't have anybody messing with me tonight. Go ahead and sign your name across the face of the card. Now don't sign your name on the back because that makes it easy for me to find. I've got to find it by looking at the back. So sign your name across the face of the card. It makes it nice and hard for me. And go ahead and pass that to the next person. I want you to be careful with that. It's Sharpie.
Is that why you're wearing a band? Were you playing with Sharpies?
I was playing with Sharpies. Happens every time.
Thank you.
Well, I know you tried to help me out there, but I always like to make sure that I'm the person who recaps. I'm sorry, those are both terrible jokes, but it's in union contracts. Every magician has to tell it at least once during the course of a set. So there's my one time for each of them.
That's how it
All right. Sir, can you take your card and just put it on top of either side over here? I don't care which side. You get to choose. All right. And you remember that card? Yep. You all saw that card? All right.
I didn't see that card.
Catch that peep? Of course, it doesn't matter because I got to find your card by looking at the back, so it doesn't matter if I know the front. Pretty card, though. Like that card. All right, if you could do me a favor and put your card on top of either side over here. Face down, preferably, my friend, young man. Right over there. All right. And you do remember that?
Absolutely.
Of course, we've got your signature, so it is okay if you don't remember it. All right, and you've got a card as well.
It happens.
All right, if you could put it on top of either side. All right, and you do remember your card as well.
Even wrote my name on it.
But did you get the name right?
Only this one.
All right, so we've got it as difficult as possible for me. We have several cards picked, and we have to reveal each of them. And now if I just simply pick a bunch of cards out and they happen to be the same as some of your cards, that would be okay. But we've got to make this special. We've got to make this a trick that y'all remember. So I've got to find each one in an individual and exciting way. All right? So you have the joy of having two cards right there. All right? Now your first card. I'm going to take them in whatever order I want. So I want you to focus on those two cards, and I'm going to take them in whatever order I want. You're focusing on one of your cards was a black card. Now that's not something to be super excited about. It's a 50-50 chance. But now that I know it's a black card, I can narrow it down to another 50-50 chance. It's either clubs or spades. Don't flinch. It's either clubs or spades. I'm going to go with it. You're thinking it looks kind of like a little Mickey Mouse. It's clubs. I'm sorry, it's Mickey on the mind. I've got four little ones. It's just the way it is. There's a card you liked. You were saying, I wish this were a poker hand. This card would be good. So it's not a low card, but it's not quite a great card. It's not an ace. It's not a king. It's the highest female card. You've got a queen of clubs there, didn't you? All right, so we got one down, queen of clubs right there. Yes, you can applaud at one of them. You don't have to applaud all of them. Thank you for being so nice and polite, but you don't have to applaud you don't have to wait for all of them in order to applaud here. All right? All right, so now we're going to go to your card. I want you to think of somebody dear to you that I don't know. Somebody dear to you whose name I do not know.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to this gentleman right
Oh,
here
me?
in the striped shirt. Yes.
Oh, the good-looking guy.
Yes. Best looking person other than me in the room.
You want me to think of?
Think of a person that's dear to you
Yes.
that I don't know.
Okay.
All right. Now, you're thinking of a person that's dear to you. I want you to tell us quickly what that person's name is.
Diane.
And can you spell that for me?
D-I-A-N-E.
D-I-A-N-E. All right. And I want you to come up with any number between 1 and 52. Of course, the bigger the number you pick, the longer we're here.
15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You happy with that?
Yeah.
One more, one less?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. You picked a person I didn't know. You picked a number that I didn't predict. Go ahead and turn over the top card if you will.
All right.
And that is, in fact, your card.
Yeah.
At a random point that we could not possibly have known. And at this point, what kills me is the lack of applause. At this point, I always like to take a little drink. And that would be your card, is it
All
not?
right.
All right. Now, we picked one of your cards. And on the table has been a sealed envelope since before we started. All right, would you do me a favor? That's my prediction. I put it aside to see if I could know in advance what card you might choose. Can you go ahead and open that up and show everybody that card? Tell me if it matches the second card you chose.
Can we debate it?
Does that answer your question?
All right, that's 2 down over there. And we've got 2 down over here. Now, we're going to just take the top card right over here. We're going to deal it right under my hand. And sir, right there, I want you to, as loud as you can, announce what card you chose. You.
I didn't pick one.
I better make that card disappear. But let me ask you this. If you had picked a card, what card would you have chosen?
The 4 of Hearts.
4 of Hearts. That's crazy. This deck of cards is entirely face up. Entirely face up, except for one face down card, which just so happens to be.
I meant the 3 of Hearts, though.
Now, changing your mind is great, but after the reveal, that's why we have people sign their cards. All right. Now, pretty simple. We've revealed 2 cards, and they both now I've placed on the top, 2 of the signed cards, and they both now I've placed on the top of the deck. I'm sure you saw that. It wouldn't be anything for me to then turn over the top card and say, hey, it's your card. That's pretty amazing, right? But what's crazy is you can tell that this is his card. It's got his signature. It says Craig right there. And you, sir, if you put your hand out just like this, and we take this card
And down? Yeah.
and we tap your hand, it turns into your card just like that.
That's amazing.
And if I put it back on the top of the deck, and Sir Craig, if you put your hand out, and we take that same card and we tap it against your hand, it turns right back to your card. Every single time. The cards are visibly attracted to one and only one person. And that's how it all works. But you are staring at a cube. You haven't watched anything. Which is really too bad, because you've missed some really good reveals. You could tell by the fact that nobody clapped that you missed some great revelations here. So you are staring at that cube, and I want you to bring it up here so that everybody can see. And that cube has been in your mind holding your card. In fact, you've imagined that your card is floating there in the deck. You've imagined that your card is floating in that crystal ball, that your card is actually sitting there floating right in that crystal ball. And that is, in fact, your card, the 9 of spades, floating in the... All right, now, my friend, you have twice seen your card show up at the top of the deck for no strange reason, for no known reason. You've seen 2 cards turn into your card at the top of the deck. So it remains to be seen that anything I do with your card is pretty impressive, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm now going to take your card and I'm going to make it float to the bottom of the deck right in front of your eyes while you're watching. Do you believe I can do that?
No.
All right, I want you to give me an on your mark, get set, go.
On your mark, get set,
Go.
go.
From the top to the bottom, right in front of your eyes while you're watching. Is that, I didn't say I'd use magic. I just said I'd do it. Now, the crazy thing, I want you to come up here.
I know how you did that one.
Not everything is magical around here. Everything could be, but not everything is. I want you to come over here. I want you to put your hand on that deck. I want you to go ahead and place your hand tight across the top of the deck. I am going to reach in there and pull the card out. Your job is to make sure that can't happen, all right? Can you hold that nice and tight? Sir,
One hand?
One hand, 2 hands, 2 hands, 2 feet, whatever you want to make sure that card don't move, that I cannot get your card out from there.
Absolutely.
All right, press it down. I want you to give me a 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2, 3, go.
Did you feel that? From the deck to my hand, back to the deck, exactly where it started. Is that amazing?
Oh, that is, oh, man.
You're not amazed. I can tell you're not amazed. Actually, the card is right here floating. Do you see it? It's right here floating. And watch as it floats through the air, through my pocket, into my wallet. There is a zip compartment in the back of my wallet. I want you to go ahead and unzip the back of my wallet. Reach right in.
If it's 20, it's mine.
I'm a magician.
Like I said.
Go ahead and unfold that card. Show everybody that your card did indeed come
Could be
right
a
out.
joker would stand on it. And it is.
All right. You can go ahead and take that back to your seat. That is your card to keep. My gift to you.
Oh, what a
Now I'm
guy.
telling you, after a trick like that, everybody needs a glass of wine. I'll have a cup. And there's under the glass again. Which leaves us, we've found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. There's only one person whose card we haven't found. Are you okay with that, sir?
I'm perfectly okay with it. Go for it.
I need your help.
It's just one of those cards that,
This is one of those tricks. You've all seen pick a card, any card. You've seen a few. This is pick a bag, any bag. Can you help me out and pick a bag, any bag?
you know, there's a joke in that statement too.
Yeah, you better not pick me.
I like self-deprecating humor. It always helps.
And I like humor that deprecates you, so we're Pick a bag, any bag. Go ahead, open it, show everybody that it's empty, that I haven't already put your card in it, although that would be pretty impressive, I must say.
Can I ask you what's up your sleeve?
Oh, look at, look,
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. My wife loves this part. She always says, I can't find directions. I can't find my way out of a paper bag, so I'm gonna find your way in a paper bag today. Any magician can find a card by looking at them, but I'm gonna find your card blindfolded. Well, not literally blindfolded. I'm gonna find your card in this paper bag. And this truly is my wife's favorite part. As you can all see, this has its own special advantages. So we're gonna all pray today that this goes nice and clean into the bag, through a card, not, oh! Just kidding. One and only one card, and that is
Somebody wrote my name on
that,
it.
your card.
Very good.
Now, that is a good effect, but this is a closer.
Nice.
Ah, look at that.
Cheers. We're gonna take a couple minutes, get a few drinks, hobnob, and we're gonna be back in just a few minutes.
I like that one.